The transponder is a piece of equipment that you use every time you fly. We can't say the same for other equipment in the airplane. In this video, I will demystify the world of transponder modes. Transponder sends flight data to ATC and other aircrafts. Mode Alpha sends codes, Mode Charlie adds altitude, Mode Sierra shares advanced data. The Ident button highlights your aircraft on ATC radar. Let's start with what is the transponder. An aircraft transponder sends out a signal when it receives a request for information, called an interrogation. This signal contains valuable information and helps air traffic control track and identify aircraft. Transponder have several modes. Let's look at them. A transponder mode refers to the different ways an aircraft's transponder can communicate with ATC and other aircraft. For example, imagine an ATC station on the ground and an aircraft in the air. The ATC station sends a request for information from the aircraft. The aircraft's transponder then replies to this interrogation. The transponder mode determines the format of this reply. You may have heard of Mode Alpha, Mode Charlie, or Mode Sierra, but do you know what they mean? Here's a quick summary. Mode Alpha only transmits a 4-digit squawk code, useful for identifying an aircraft and its position, but not much else. Mode Charlie provides information on the aircraft's pressure altitude. Combined with Mode Alpha, ATC and other aircraft can receive an aircraft's unique squawk code, position, and altitude. Mode Sierra, short for Mode Select, offers more advanced communication capabilities than Mode Alpha or Mode Charlie transponders. Ident is a function of a transponder that, when activated, allows ATC to identify your aircraft on its radar screen. There are various types of modes in use today. Mode 1 to Mode 5 are military transponder modes, while modes Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, and Sierra are civilian transponder modes. Mode Bravo and Mode Delta are not in use. Only modes Alpha, Charlie, and Sierra are operational. Let's continue with transponder code. It's vital that you don't confuse a transponder code with a transponder mode. They sound similar and fit nicely into a poem, but that's where their similarities end. A transponder mode refers to the various ways an aircraft's transponder communicates with ATC and other aircraft. As mentioned earlier, there are 3 main modes: Mode Alpha, Mode Charlie, and Mode Sierra. Each mode transmits different types of information to help ATC and other pilots identify and track your aircraft. On the other hand, a transponder code is a specific 4-digit number that you, as the pilot, will input into your transponder. This code, also known as a squawk code, is assigned by ATC to identify your aircraft. When your transponder receives an interrogation, it responds with this code, allowing ATC to differentiate your aircraft from others on their radar screens. So, a transponder mode is the type of information sent, and a transponder code is how that information is identified. You'll hear controllers say, squawk 4703, which means you need to put that number into your transponder. What are the different transponder modes? 1. Mode Alpha. Mode Alpha is the most basic transponder mode. Mode Alpha only transmits the 4-digit squawk code, useful for identifying an aircraft and its position, but not much else. That's why Mode Alpha and Mode Charlie are usually combined. 2. Mode Charlie. Mode Charlie is the most widely used transponder mode. Mode Charlie provides information on the aircraft's pressure altitude. Combined with Mode Alpha, ATC and other aircraft can receive an aircraft's unique squawk code, position, and altitude. This combination of Mode Alpha and Mode Charlie is normally just referred to as Mode Charlie. 3. Mode Sierra. Mode Sierra is short for Mode Select, is a type of transponder that offers more advanced communication capabilities than Mode Alpha or Mode Charlie transponders. When you use a Mode Sierra transponder, it transmits a variety of valuable information to ATC and other aircraft. Here's a rundown of the critical data transmitted by a Mode Sierra transponder. Unique AKO address. Every aircraft has a unique AKO address assigned to it. Mode Sierra transponders send this address, which helps ATC and other aircraft identify your specific aircraft. Squawk code. Just like Mode Alpha, Mode Sierra transponders also transmit the 4-digit squawk code assigned by ATC. Altitude. Similar to Mode Charlie, Mode Sierra transponders provide your aircraft's altitude, position, speed, and heading. Mode S transponders can also send your aircraft's GPS-based position, speed, and heading, which helps ATC and nearby aircraft know your location and direction of travel. Additional flight-related data. Depending on the transponder's capabilities, it can transmit other flight-related information, such as intent data, which provides ATC with a better understanding of your planned flight maneuvers. For example, some Mode Sierra transponders can transmit the selected heading on your autopilot. If ATC notices that you have the wrong heading set, they may be able to warn you. But there are two more systems that make Mode Sierra transponders incredibly valuable. They're called traffic collision avoidance systems and automatic dependent surveillance broadcast. These systems improve situational awareness and help prevent mid-air collisions by allowing aircraft to share their positions and other relevant information with each other. This way, pilots can get warnings if aircraft get too close to each other, even if ATC doesn't notice. Okay, so we've talked about transponder modes and transponder codes, but there's one more transponder feature you need to understand. It's called Ident. When ATC asks you to ident, they're requesting that you hit the ident button on your transponder. When you do this, your transponder sends out a specific signal that makes your aircraft's position and squawk code more prominent on the ATC radar screen. In other words, your aircraft will flash on their screen, indicating that you are sending an ident signal, an identification signal. The ident function is particularly useful when the airspace is busy or when the controller needs to verify your identity on their screen. Always listen carefully to ATC instructions and respond promptly when asked to identify. Luckily, it's easy. When ATC asks you to ident, just press the ident button on your transponder. That's it. After you press ident, they'll find you on their screen, and it's business as usual. ATC might ask you to ident various situations during your flight. Here are some common instances when you can expect to receive an ident request. Initial contact. When you first establish contact with ATC, they might ask you to ident to confirm your aircraft's position on their radar screen and ensure they are communicating with the correct aircraft. Handoff between controllers. As you fly through different airspaces, controllers will hand you off from one to another. During this handoff, the new controller may ask you to ident to verify your position and establish positive radar identification. Radar contact lost. If ATC loses radar contact with your aircraft for any reason, they may ask you to ident when re-establishing contact to confirm they have the correct aircraft. Traffic advisory. In busy airspace or when nearby traffic may pose a conflict, ATC might ask you to identify to ensure they are providing accurate traffic advisories to you and other aircraft in the area. After changing transponder code, ATC may request an ident to verify your identity after you change your squawk code. You've now gained valuable insights into the different transponder modes, such as Mode Alpha, Mode Charlie, and Mode Sierra, along with military-specific modes and their unique features. As you progress in your aviation journey, always remember that effective communication with ATC and other aircraft is essential to your success as a pilot. The transponder is only one cog in a communication machine that keeps our skies safe and efficient. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Happy flying and keep squawking. See you!